When a random stray cat chooses to walk straight up to you on the street, it's not an accident. And honestly, it's not because they have a magical sixth sense or know you're a good person. The reality is much more fascinating. You have unknowingly sent out a series of perfect green lights in their secret language. Today, let's break down the exact science of why random cats pick specific people and how you might be a walking cat magnet. Let's start with a psychological trick that sounds completely backward. Point 1. The power of non-threatening indifference. Have you ever noticed how cat lovers are often ghosted by street cats, while the person who is allergic or terrified of them gets all the attention? There is a dark psychological reason for this. In the feline dictionary, your enthusiastic love is actually interpreted as a declaration of war. To a human who loves animals, seeing a cat on the street triggers an immediate, enthusiastic reaction. We gasp, we stare directly into their eyes, we open our arms wide, and we walk straight toward them while making high-pitched noises. To us, this is a universal sign of affection. But to a stray cat living in a dangerous world, this exact behavior is interpreted as a massive, terrifying threat. In the feline dictionary, a direct, unblinking stare coupled with a forward movement is the ultimate declaration of war. It is exactly what a predator does right before it pounces. This is why passionate animal lovers are often avoided by street cats. On the flip side, someone who is afraid of cats, allergic to them, or simply lost in their own thoughts will naturally avoid eye contact. They turn their body away, keep perfectly still, and try not to look. To a human, this is an attempt to stay away. But to a stray cat, this total indifference is the most comforting thing in the world. It signals that you have zero intention of hunting or capturing them. By trying to stay away, you are accidentally playing hard to get, which is the premier tactic for winning a cat's trust. My female cat, Noah, was exactly like this when I first rescued her. If anyone tried to approach her enthusiastically, she would instantly vanish. But if a guest sat quietly, ignored her completely, and read a book, Noah's curiosity would overcome her fear, and she would eventually wander over to investigate them. Your quiet indifference is their safety zone. Point 2. The slow blink and low-energy oasis. But it's not just about ignoring them. Stray cats can actually hear things about your body that you aren't even aware of. They are essentially living lie detectors. Every fast step you take, the speed of your breathing, and even your resting heart rate. They are incredibly sensitive to micro movements, the speed of your breathing, and even the resting rate of your heartbeat. A street cat survives by constantly calculating risk. If a human is walking quickly, stamping their feet, or speaking loudly, a cat will immediately flag them as unpredictable and dangerous. However, if you happen to be standing or sitting with a very low, quiet energy, you instantly become an oasis of calm in their chaotic world. Furthermore, if you notice a stray cat, look at them briefly and perform a slow blink, slowly closing and opening your eyes before gently turning your gaze away. You have just transmitted an ancient feline peace code. In their world, a slow blink is a vulnerability test. It means, I trust you enough to close my eyes in your presence, and I am not a threat to you. For a stray animal whose nervous system is constantly stuck in a stressful fight or flight mode, stumbling across a human who radiates this steady, low-energy stillness is incredibly rare. They are drawn to your calm presence because, for a few sweet minutes, it allows their survival radar to finally relax. By the way, if you're enjoying decoding these feline secrets with us, consider joining our little colony here at the Mew Crew for your weekly dose of cat psychology. Now, Let's move on to the third factor, which is entirely invisible to human senses. Point 3. The secret map of sense. Now, this next trigger is completely invisible to you, but to a stray cat. It's like you are walking around wearing a giant, glowing neon sign. Your body is constantly broadcasting a detailed chemical history book. A cat's sense of smell is roughly 14 times stronger than ours. They don't just smell things, they read an entire chemical history book every time they take a breath. If you are already a cat parent, if you share a home with an apex, a Noah, or a mango, your clothes, shoes, and skin are completely saturated with feline pheromones. Every time your cat rubs their cheeks against your legs, they leave a glowing neon sign of safety that only other cats can read. A street cat registers this instantly. To them, you smell like a peaceful household. You carry the scent of a human who has already been thoroughly vetted, domestic certified, and marked as safe by another member of their own species. Even if you don't own a pet, your personal scent can still act as a magnet. If your body is slightly sweaty, you are releasing human pheromones and salt, which cats find highly intriguing. Or perhaps your clothing carries the clean scent of natural elements rather than the aggressive, synthetic smell of heavy perfumes or chemical detergents, which cats absolutely detest. If your natural scent profile is clean, non-threatening, or carries the comforting reassurance of another animal, a stray cat will instinctively treat you as a familiar, trustworthy harbor. Point 4. The strategic survivalist. But let's strip away the romance for a second and look at the cold, hard truth. Stray cats are not just cute, they are highly calculative con artists. Before they even take a step toward you, they have already run a complex risk assessment. Street cats are highly intelligent creatures that learn through keen observation. They watch human patterns from the bushes every single day. They know which humans throw things, which humans walk past blindly, and crucially, which humans possess the capacity to share resources. Over time, these cats become expert behavioral analysts. They can spot the difference between a person who is stressed and rushing and a person who is relaxed and likely to have a spare moment or a spare snack. When a random cat approaches you, cowering slightly but meowing softly while looking at your hands, they are running a classic survival calculation. They have identified you as a potential source of food, clean water, or physical shelter. My oldest tabby, Apex, is a master of this type of emotional blackmail. He knows exactly how to position himself to get what he wants. By acknowledging this in stray cats, we don't diminish the beauty of the interaction. Instead, we honor their incredible intelligence. They chose you because they calculated that you were kind enough to help them survive another day. Ultimately, when a stray cat chooses you in a crowded street, you aren't just a random stranger to them. You are a temporary sanctuary. You became a safe harbor for a creature that rarely gets to feel completely safe in the dangerous outside world. But this dynamic raises a much bigger, more controversial question. If street cats are fighting so hard just to find safe space, what happens to the cats we keep locked inside our homes? Is their comfortable, indoor life actually a safe haven? Or have we unknowingly turned their world into a golden prison? To uncover the shocking truth about how indoor life is changing your cat's health and psychology, click on the video appearing on your screen right now. Is keeping your cat indoors actually hurting their health? Let's dive deeper into the secret mind of your feline companions. Thank you for spending some time with Apex, Noah, Mango, and me today at the Mew Crew. Until our next colony meeting, keep your energy calm, watch your steps, and always be ready to welcome a lonely traveler.